Welcome back, trainers. We have a lot of very interesting information to go over in this video, so make sure you hit that like button before we do get started if you do enjoy these. Make sure you take everything with a grain of salt, as moves can be changed. As far as stats are concerned, they're probably going to stay the same. Now let's go ahead and get into this. We did talk about this a while ago when they did come out with this trailer. We just straight up called that they're going to be releasing Arceus and Pokemon Go, having some sort of tie-in and promoting this game, which they do quite often for games and use Pokemon Go to promote it. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the new loading screen, which is going to be revealing pretty much everything that we're going to talk about, and we're going to go into shiny Raniy Castform after this, an event that we're going to be seeing here. So right off the bat, we have the loading screen here. Now within this loading screen, we have a bunch of stuff. First off, nothing too secret, Xerneas right off the bat, the Fairy Legendary. Not going to get too in depth right now, but we're going to talk about that and look at its moves here in a minute. Moving along here, we do have a silhouette of Sylveon, which is going to be an evolution of Eevee that is going to be fairy typing. And people are wondering how we're going to get the shiny. Well, the shiny is going to be released the second this Pokemon is released because, well, Eevee's a shiny already. So there you go. As far as last resort, we're going to have to use that Elite TM to get it if that's what you choose. And we're going to look at the stats. It's going to kind of make you want last resort because all of its charge moves are going to be fairy typing here. Just really quickly taking a look at Pokemon that I do have ready. Well, should I say Eevees I have ready for Sylveon. I have a feeling this is going to require some sort of walking or some sort of buddy system. You're not going to simply be able to evolve it right when it comes out. Even if you have the kilometers stacked up, it may be like you know, Feebas, where you have to earn the kilometers then and there, not stack them up and wait. So look at the moves, all fairy. Very nice. Like I said, grain of salt. So we have Kricketune and Pancham. What are they looking at? Kricketune is clearly pointing at something, and it is not going to be the Fairy Legendary. So the Pancham is going to be evolving into Pangoro, which is going to be a fighting going into Fighting Dark, much like Skarmory. I did post a while back saying I'm excited for this one, so we can't wait for it. Then we have the fairy that is going to try to convince you that it wants you to use it by showing a little leg there. But looks can be deceiving. We have Aromatis, whatever, pure fairy typing. The stats are going to be looking pretty okay, I suppose, but let's look at the moves here. We have, for the quick moves, Charge Beam and Charm. There you go, Charm, bingo. Charge moves, Moonblast, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Drain Kiss. Don't want to dig too much into that, but very interesting. Now we have Sylveon, also looking at something. What's going on here? What are they looking at? They're not looking at that legendary fairy over there on the cliff. They're looking at something else. Let's go ahead and zoom out and see if we can see what's going on here. Next to the waterfall, do you see it yet? Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. Do you see it yet? Don't worry, we're going to make sure you clearly see this picture here. And gonna go ahead and zoom in even more, and then we're gonna go ahead and layer it with Arceus. You see that? And do it again. Yeah, that's clearly Arceus there. Sure, it could be going crazy, but this is not me finding it. I've been tagged all over the place, so I'm just bringing you the information and showing it to you here. And I completely agree. This is Arceus. It is just too much of a coincidence that it looks like it right there on the rock, and everything's pointing and looking to it. And we get the Legends trailer. Yeah, they're hinting towards we're going to be getting Arceus. Okay, so very interesting. Let's look at the stats here. It's going to start off as a normal typing, but it could be any typing depending upon the plates you give it. But I don't know how they're going to do that in Pokemon Go. In the main series, you put on these plates that have a specific type, and it turns into that typing. You take it off, it goes back to normal. All right, so who knows? And like I said, everything is with a grain of salt. These moves are likely to, I wouldn't say likely to change, but they can change. We've seen what they did to the Thunderous Theron form. They just changed up the moves right away, and it completely changed the dynamic of it, making it useful and then not so useful for other things. So there you go. Just wanted to bring you guys this. Get hyped. This is very exciting. They weren't joking when they said this is the season of Legends. All right. So taking a look at the Fairy Legendary here. This is going to have some pretty stacked stats as far as CP. Look at that. 5,104, attack 275, defense 103, and then stamina 270. Taking a look at the moves, it's very unfortunate. Tackle and Zen Headbutt, both booty. Charge moves, Mega Horn, Close Combat, Giga Impact, Thunder, and Moonblast. Now, these are hard-hitting moves, but there is no bait anywhere in sight at all. And the charge moves, with the quick moves, I should say, are just oof. So this is not looking the best, but I'm not trying to drag it down, drag it through the mud or anything. I'm just trying to show you the stats and show you the moves. As of right now, everything is subject to change, but I thought you guys would be interested in that. All right, moving on to current events. I know these events have just been nonstop. Link in the description to Legend so you can download this yourself. This event is going to be going down March 29th at 10 a.m. So there you go. It's going to be released with Shiny Castform. Pokemon you can see in the wild are going to be Raniy Castform, Wingull, Ducklet, 5km eggs, just to name a few, Psyduck, Poliwag, and Swablu. I need those XL Poliwag candies, as well as Drifloon, Mantake, Tymo, and Ducklet. Looking at the 1-star raids, we have Slowpoke, which could be shiny. I still need that, as well as Tymo, and some other things. You can take a look at various other raids that are going to be appearing here. So interesting stuff. Now moving on to the remainder of the information here. The most notable one is going to be the extra Stardust for catching Pokemon that are going to have a weather boost while catching them. Say it's cloudy weather, you have a fighter, you're going to get extra Stardust. All right, looking good. Some avatar items, some special research, as well as Pokemon spawning in the wild. You want those Stunfisk XL candies as well as the Skarmory XL candies. Let's go. So very exciting stuff here. Raniy Shiny Castform. Let's go. Are they going to be common? I don't know. We'll have to see. You know how they're really common during events, but then when they release the shiny, they're nowhere to be seen. You know how it goes. So just thought I'd bring you guys that information there. Looking pretty good. Now taking a look at the Thundurus Theron form. Didn't really go over a counter video. Don't really need to, because it's pretty much the same as its other form. You just use the rocks at it, right? 100% IV non-weather boosted is going to be 2,090. 100% IV weather boosted under rainy or windy is going to be 2,614. Now, if you're using rock types, you have to look out for Focus Blast. If you're using, say, a Rhyperior, well, Thunder, Thunderbolt, and Sludge Wave are not going to really be doing much damage to you at all, so you're going to be looking good on that front. Taking a look at the top counters for it. Without any Megas or Shadows here, we have Rampardos, Rhyperior with the Community Day move Rock Wrecker, of course, the Galarian Germanitan with Ice Fang and Avalanche, and the Rhyperior, of course, has Rock Slide and Smackdown. Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche, Terrakion with Smackdown and Rock Slide, and Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Ice Beam. Of course, if there's a Shadow version, it's going to be doing better. Taking a look at the Megas, you have Mega Abomasnow, Mega Gengar, Mega Ampharos, and then you have Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Weavile, and Shadow Mewtwo that are going to be putting on some big damage there. Personally, for myself, I've just been throwing in Rhyperiors and taking them out. If I want to do some sort of duo or something crazy, I'll use the correct typings to go up against it, but it's not too difficult. Now, taking a look at my current situation for good Pokemon catches here, we're going to go ahead and see. If you haven't seen my video on Electros, I highly recommend you check it out. Really fun Pokemon to use. It's okay. Ampharos is going to be probably performing better, seeing that it has basically the same typing moves for its charge moves. But nonetheless, still fun to use. Now, we did get ourselves a shiny. I have been really looking forward to this. I can't believe I go plussed it. Now I'm going to be able to have myself a shiny Lantern. And the IVs for Great League, I mean, they're not the best, but they're ideal. All right, trainers, thank you so much for sticking around and watching the entire video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more battles. Thanks for watching and take care, trainers.